So we haven't been down here very much this year. Well, certainly this summer, and the polythene, after a year in situ, is starting to be worse for wear. But we'll put that right. Now it's getting cooler. I just can't operate in, well, no, 35, 36, 37, 38 in the shade. Under the sun, it's over in the low 40s. It's just too much for me. I don't want to be out in it. Now it's cooling down. It's still about 24, 25 degrees. It's been 30 degrees in my house every day for the last 2 months plus. So yeah, over and out for now. There you go. Just some thistle heads that are going to seed. You see, it's mostly in abundance at this time of year. You still want to be careful you don't get pricked by this. It's bloody lethal, and it splinters into your fingers under the flesh, and it's not pleasant. Now all this stuff, all this will turn to a seed. This is different. You see, this is already going to a seed. If you're careful, or you've got gloves, or you've got a pair of scissors, or a pair of secateurs, or whatever, you can nip the buds off. You're not going to take them all, still going to spread. Obviously the sheep don't eat them, otherwise they wouldn't be here. I know what these plants are, I just can't remember the names. I photographed them on an app, and it tells me what they think they are. 99.9% they're correct. Sometimes if you're unsure, they ask some more photographic evidence, but we usually get there. I just can't remember the names. It's too much information to hold in. But for my purpose, I just need to know it's dangerous. I can eat it. I can use it as tinder, or I can make cordage, or it's got some use or other. And we're now coming to the lake. The water level is reasonably low, but this provides a whole range of natural resources that I'm still learning. Let's turn around and get some more thistles in. Look at that. Look at that. Juicy, 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 juicy. Juicy, 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 juicy. Juicy, 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 juicy. Some of it's already on the deck, look down there. So I took the first lot that I came across on a dog's walk, because it's best to take what you can when you can. You can always discard it if you see better, but you might not find any more, or it might pee down a rain. It's alright, just picking up some, always picking up some bits and pieces. Dried leftovers from the sunflowers, dried sunflowers. This in itself, if you wanted to grab some of this and break it up, to be a tinder, if not a kindling, certainly a kindling. So let's have a look. See, there's all your, they're not reeds, those are the catkins. I never can remember the two names for them. There is a slight difference between catkins and the other one, but yeah, they're the ones that give off that big flower stalk at the top, that brown thing that's like, you know, cotton wool. But see, you see, these are very spiky. That is tinder. You can use that, not a problem. Plenty of sloes on a blackthorn for your sloe gin. As opposed to taking grasses from the ground, which is okay when it's dry, but you can tell it's usually, I mean, you can tell if it's got moisture in it, and it's a very waxy thing. It's not always the easiest. It'll with a cigarette light, this is fantastic. With a match, but with a spark, unless you're going to, you know, really make it into a fine mixture, break it down, you're not gonna get that to go on its own. Well, you might, but you're gonna have to put a lot of sparks on it. This stuff, however, this is growing in the blueberry, not blueberries, what am I talking about? The sloes. This stuff, although it's a bit spiky, this is off the ground, and although it's on the north side, it does catch the sun now setting in the west. Now this stuff, you put this in your swag bag and break this up into fine bits. That'll take a spark. That'll take a spark. Plenty of that stuff about. Just get your hands in. It's better if you've got full-fingered gloves. It is a bit spiky. Can get the odd splinter. But yeah, break that down. Bob's your uncle. Where's the old chap? He's on his last legs, unfortunately. I have to help him up. He's nearly 16 years of age. He's like he's drunk. His back legs are all wobbly. But he's got a good appetite. His brain functions. His brain to bomb function doesn't necessarily work very good, and I think he's going a bit blind. I've got to clean his eyes out again. He's all matted up, and I think he's a bit deaf as well. Poor old sod. We all get old, and old. There's no stopping it, unfortunately. Imagine what it would be like if we could. Last year here was sunflowers. Anyway, it's going green again now. It's cooling down in September. I love it. I like it like that. We move now from the bulrushes, catkins, bulrushes, to reeds. You can do a lot of stuff with catkins, bulrushes, and these here, these are called teasels. These are teasels. And I watch a guy on YouTube who harvests these, and he makes spindles out of them for hand drills, which was quite surprising to me, and he's very successful with it too. If I remember who it is, or remember to put it in, I'll stick it in the description because it's worth watching. And then over that side are the reeds. Well, right down where the bulrushes meet the reeds. That's just how it works. And where the reeds are, you also got some interesting tinders. I don't know what this stuff is, I can't remember, but we'll take that. That stuff, see, it's all dry. This stuff, well, the white stuff in there. Take a couple of handfuls of that, put that in the swag bag, and we're right on the edge of the lake here. So we'll look out for some. Well, you can just, because I don't want to get my feet wet, you can just reach over and you can help yourself to some of this. You can either pull it off like so, some alarm from some bird, or you can break off the stalks. There are some down here that are like strays that are easier to get, but you see that stuff, so it feels a bit of moisture in it, but you know, with other stuff, especially with the thistles, give that a bit of oomph, and it should go. I've had it go many a time just from a spark. You see? So we're going to take some of that, and what with the thistles, some of that grass we had here that's all drying out. Of course, we could make feather sticks if we wanted to, if we had the time to do it. There's plenty of sticks, dry sticks, if the knife was sharp enough, and you could do it. Or you could take certainly slithers off that, and yeah, you can just scrape your knife up and down and make dust from bark. There's all sorts of things to help you get a fire going. I've got to keep an eye out for my old dog. He's gone down there. He's out of it. There are badgers over there. There are jackal. There are humans. Not so many humans. And there are dogs. Unfortunately, dogs will kill a lot of things they shouldn't. Okay, let's have a look-see. So we're going to process this down. We're going to use this big donkey dick fire stick from the Gerber Bear Grylls machete, and we're going to see if we can start a fire. We'll certainly get flame, but whether we'll get enough, because I haven't, it's getting on, it's 19, 15, 16, 17 already. It'll be dark shortly. I'm out with the dogs and I haven't got a lot of time. So I'm messing about with any fire sticks. It's just to see if this will go, because this stuff is not the best tinder. This from the thistles, because it just shoots up, and you need to extend it. What I may do in Bulgaria, probably in Eastern Europe, you're always finding the odd rubber flip-flop or rubber sole. I pick them up and I bring them down to me. And then what I'll do is I'll just slice off some slithers here with my knife, and they'll give me a fire extender, not extinguisher. In there, let's nest this up a little bit, break it a little bit. Let's hope the wind's not going to blow it all over the shop. Let's pull this apart. Oh, my poor old dog is whimpering over there, the old chap, on his last legs. He still keeps going. Right, let's have a look, see what we got in here. Some more of the same. A bit of straw and some buds. That's also absorbent. I'm not sure. This feels not so bright, not so dry. Squawky, squawky, squawky. Let's get underneath, because this will probably shoot up. And there's me slithers of rubber off that shoe I showed to you. If they don't fall all over the shop, they're already fallen down here. You'll know when that stuff catches, because it's going to smoke like crazy. Let's get this tin out of the way, and let's have a go with this stuff. Keep that out of the way for now, we don't need that. Right, not so easy trying to do it in front of the camera. Let's have a go. This should go up nice. Should shoot up, but it doesn't always, work, You see? I'm going to get a lot of hot flames in there. Okay, let's get some rubber on. Let's hopefully get some rubber on. You see what I mean? It's not foolproof. It's not foolproof. That's better. That's better. That's better. That's better. So we didn't do an awful lot of prep. We've got some more rubber here. Let's get some rubber on. Let's get some rubber on. Let's have some. We should slice this off. Because you can still lose it, you know. I'll move the camera back a little bit now. Now I can smell the rubber. I know it's caught. I can smell the rubber. These are bits of dried sunflower stalks from last season, and they're hollow in the middle. You could split them down. I usually put the fire stick, metal match, whatever you want to call it, through my rubber inner tube bands. I stick on the inside of the Velcro, so that I can sometimes put it around the handle so it doesn't get lost. Well, that's getting it going. Doesn't always work. The little slivers of rubber certainly helped, but I think we'd have got it going today. There's been no rain. It is evening time. There's no damp at the moment. It'll start to get damp a bit later, condensation. Next to no wind. There's a slight breeze, but I'm out of the breeze here. And as you see, a small fire, it's enough to cook on, to make a brew on. I won't be making a brew because I got to take him home, and he can hardly walk. He takes forever, and it'll be dark by the time we get back, because my house is up there. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. I've been away for a long time. I'm very busy. I've not got my mojo. I'm hoping this will be of interest to someone, and thank you to all of you that ask about my welfare, how I'm doing. I do appreciate it. I am doing okay, and let's hope that we can get some more films in before the end of this year. So thanks for watching, and over and out for now, as he gets a bit of tinder on his nose, on his hooter. Ciao.